What's going on, people? Zap here, and as per the title of the video, I'm going to be discussing Star Wars Battlefront, which just recently came out on the PS4, Xbox One, and the PC. I have the PS4 version, so things might be a little bit different amongst the versions, but I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the PS4 version of this game, as it's the only one I've played so far. First, let's talk about the graphics. The graphics in this game are absolutely amazing. Visually, this is one of the few games that actually screams next gen. From the particle effects to the lighting to the detail and the foliage and the water and river stones and things like that, the visuals in this game absolutely scream current slash next gen. And there aren't too many games that actually do that for me, but this is definitely right up there with the likes of, a Killzone Shadowfall or the Order 1886. You know what I mean? This is visually a next-gen game. And if you're somebody who thrives on graphics, and graphics are a really big part of your gaming purchases, this game is right up your alley. So, with that being said, let's get on to the most important thing, which is the gameplay. This game is pretty good. Like, the gameplay for the game is really good. It does not have a single player campaign, which does kind of suck, but it does have mission mode or survival missions mode, in which you and a partner, just one other partner, can take on wave after wave of enemies. You're capturing pods, you're taking on enemy ATSTs and things like that, and there are 15 waves per level. So while it doesn't have a proper single player mode, you do get the co-op mode, which it does kind of stink. And for a game that's retailing for $60, you would kind of expect there to be some sort of like single player campaign. Also, on top of that, it's a Star Wars game, so there's a lot of story that could be told within this universe that I really wish would have been told. But we get what we get, and yeah, no single player. As for the multiplayer, with multiplayer you're getting 9 different game types. Those game types are Supremacy, Walker Assault, Fighter Squadron, Drop Zone, Cargo, Blast, Droid Run, Hero Hunt, and Heroes versus Villains. So, a lot of these are just fancy names for Capture the Flag, Team Deathmatch, Domination, and Rush, things like that. So with these game types, I think only 2 of them actually support up to 40 players, those being Supremacy and Walker Assault. And with those game types, you also get like the vehicles and things like that you can get in. A lot of the anti-vehicle weapons appear in these game types as well. I think for me personally, my favorite game types so far have been Fighter Squadron. Fighter Squadron is when you're inside of the aircrafts and you're like dog fighting it out in the skies, and you're trying to defend your cargo ship while at the same time taking out your enemy's cargo ship. It's pretty cool. I usually play that game mode like probably about 3 or 4 games before I go into like some of the other game types when I'm starting off for my play sessions, and I really enjoy it. Also, I'm really a big fan of Cargo. Cargo is the capture the flag game type in the game. It's probably one of the few game types that actually incorporate some sort of like teamwork and strategy into it, because I feel like some of the game types don't really require or request that of you. So Cargo and Heroes versus Villains are probably 2 of the game types that I really think push the incentive of working with your teammates rather than just lone wolfing it. And Heroes versus Villains, basically it is a 6v6, and 3 out of the 6 players on each team are going to be playing as heroes or villains depending on what side they're on. And the objective is to eliminate the enemy's heroes or villains. So the heroes will play as Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Princess Leia. The villains will have Emperor Palpatine, Darth Vader, and Boba Fett. And the goal is to take out each other. And it's first to 5 rounds. So It's sort of like an execution type of deal. If you're playing as one of the heroes or villains and you die, you do get to respawn as one of the like basic soldiers and whatnot, until the round ends. So I really enjoy some of these game types. Walker Assault still seems to be very, very unbalanced in my opinion. Um, if you're playing as the Imperials, you have far more advantages as you do playing as the Rebels because of the vehicles and the things that you have at your disposal. So, Walker Assault from the beta still doesn't really seem to be as balanced in this final release version. Um, Gameplay wise, the controls are pretty smooth. Transitioning between first and third person is very easy. With the press of a button, you can go in and out of first and third person. You can also shoulder swap with that very same button. You just kind of like tap it, and you'll swap. Press down on the D-pad, and you'll just swap over to the other shoulder. Um, Pretty good customization options. They're kind of basic though. You can customize how your stormtrooper looks, without the helmet, with the helmet. You can play as like an Asian male or a black female, and you can customize like facial hair and um, your hair on your character's head and things like that. So it's not as detailed as I would hope, but you do get a little bit more replay value out of just trying to unlock everything. Also, um, you can customize your weapon loadouts and things like that. A pretty good variety of guns. I'm pretty sure that the season pass is going to offer a lot more guns in the very near future, but right now the gun selection is a little bit barren with the types. I think there's like one LMG in there, but everything else is like a pistol or a rifle, which kind of blows. There are a couple different shotguns, but not really enough. So the season pass is probably going to offer a lot more weaponry for you guys to use. A couple downsides, of course, not having a single player mode, um, but there's also no voice chat in this game. So you can't actually talk to members of your team unless you guys are all in a party together and you're in party chat. That blows, because there have been several times where I wanted to tell my teammates, hey, behind you, or this guy has our cargo going this way, can you cut him off, things like that. um, it's supposed to be a very team oriented game, but lack of communication or the ability to even communicate does kind of kill that aspect. So, in the year 2015, for a game to not have voice chat or in-game voice communications is absolutely unacceptable. We gave Splatoon a hard time about it, and I think it's only fair that we give Star Wars Battlefront a hard time about it as well. But also, I think some of the game modes I think could use a little bit of tweaking. Like I said, Walker Assault is very unbalanced, um, and Supremacy does. God, that's just crazy. It's a little bit too chaotic at times. Um, I think clear cut objectives need to be like streamlined. Like I think the game type just needs to be streamlined. Um, and it would be nice to have more of the a couple more 40 player game modes. Just having Supremacy and Walker Assault isn't really gonna do it for me in the long run. But other than that, man, I do really enjoy the game. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've actually stopped playing Black Ops 3 as much. I'll probably sneak in a game or two of Call of Duty, but for the most part, a lot of my time is being spent playing this game, and I'm really enjoying it. Um, do I think that it's worth your $60? No, absolutely not. The lack of a campaign mode, um, and its bare offerings in terms of the multiplayer is not really enough to warrant a $60 purchase. I was fortunate enough to only get this game for $20, so you know, take from it what you will. Some people will enjoy it. Some people will not be more willing to pay the $60 and get the season pass. I'm not getting the season pass, um, but overall, I really enjoy the game. I'll say that it's probably a solid 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Did you enjoy this video? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section, and I will see you guys next video. Peace.